So what type of risks do medical device manufacturers have to consider? So medical device manufacturers are very well established in dealing with patient safety, and our primary regulator in the U.S. is FDA. There are other similar regulators in other countries. Their focus is on patient safety, and specifically, they're dealing with patient safety within intended uses of the device. So they're very specific there. Now we're talking about HIPAA law in the healthcare environment, so we have the additional risk domain of privacy, and then we have a more overlapping risk domain of general security associated with other types of security failure modes. My experience is that most of our customers, when they talk about security of a medical device, certainly they're concerned about patient safety, but they're primarily concerned with privacy risk and risk of HIPAA fines, as well as just protecting data as part of doing the right thing. However, what's interesting is the biggest threat to healthcare systems from a security perspective over the last year has been ransomware attacks. That falls down in the general security bucket because that's affecting the availability of a device, not directly a patient safety issue, although it could be an indirect patient safety issue, and not so much a privacy issue because the ransomware actually keeps all the data private and encrypts everything. So we see in this Venn diagram, patient safety, very well established by medical device manufacturers' quality management systems. We have the privacy risk domain now that does not overlap with patient safety, so it's a completely different risk domain. And we have the general risk domain of security, very strong overlap between security and patient safety, where you've got malicious activity in that overlap, and then also a very large overlap between security and privacy, where you may have cyber criminal activity directed at stealing patient data. So we have to be able to deal with all of these risk domains within our medical device designs. Today, we're talking mainly about privacy and how we might address privacy risks within our medical devices. Now let's go on. Thanks. So when I started working in medical device cybersecurity a few years ago, people I worked with would always ask me, what's the difference between privacy and security? Is it the same thing? And I thought about that and did a little research, and the easiest way to think about it is security refers to measures or actions that we can take to reduce risks to confidentiality, availability, and integrity of assets, and reduce those risks down to an acceptable level. And when we say asset, an asset could be data, it could be the device itself, or something that has value to the organization. Privacy is a legal concept, and it is very closely aligned with security risk to confidentiality. So privacy, think of that as more of a legal concept. So privacy creates a set of rules that we have to comply to. Security are actions that we can take to protect assets, including maintaining privacy. So another way to look at this is security is a subset of privacy, and privacy is a subset of security. So they're overlapping, but each has other elements.
For more information, click on the link below or visit databrackets.com.